I'm back with another video. I wanted to do a makeup routine and another like chit chat because people enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give y'all what you want. So today I wanted to do like a bronzy look because it's like fall's getting here and I'm wearing this like denim outfit. I'm wearing denim shirt and denim jeans and I'm probably gonna throw some Uggs on. So I think a bronzy eye with like a reddish burgundy lip would be cute. You guys like the last topic I did? Oh, by the way, my nails are still ratchet. I'm getting them done today, so please don't judge me. I'm just a broke college student. So you guys liked the last video I did where I kind of talked about it was like life, and I talked about like different circumstances and situations that I've been through since coming to college. And I actually got some video requests like to talk about more like relationship stuff and just different kinds of topics and like the stresses of college. So like I decided to start today. I wanted to make this video. I kind of wanted to be like about securing the bag, and securing the bag is like a figurative term for kind of like getting your life together and kind of like being on your own shit and doing your own thing. And I apologize that I curse these days. I try not to curse, but God still loves me. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to kind of get on here. It's like Friday. Hopefully this video goes up soon. And just stress the importance of securing the bag. And that just kind of means like keeping your focus and keep striving for your goals, and don't lose sight of, you know, why you're in, whether it's you're in school or whether you're working a job or whether you like going after your own personal dreams. Don't lose focus or lose sight of why you're doing it. And in all honesty, just be committed to securing the bag. And sometimes it gets hard to do that because you go through things and you get distracted and people come into your life who you don't need in your life, and they're just trying to get you off track and off your game. And you can't let that happen, because at the end of the day, this is your life. It's your experiences, it's your circumstances, and you should never let anybody else's feelings towards you determine where you go. When you get to college and you realize it's a whole different world from where you come from. And that's from that TV show, A Different World. I didn't understand the meaning of that until I got here. That it really is a different world from where you come from. And it's really easy to get sucked into the lifestyle. Or like how I was saying, like coming to Spelman, you get sucked into being this perfect little Spelmanite. And really, you are, I am first Tiara Shea before I am a Spelmanite, before I am a student. And now, like recently, I focus more on like my own mental health and doing what makes me happy, even if it's going against the grain of what everybody else is doing. Because if everyone wants to go to this party, and you kind of feel like, I don't feel like going to this party. Before, I would just go to the party, but now I'm like, no, I'm not going to the party. And I just focus on doing more of what makes me happy. And that goes with securing the bag, because you got to keep that kind of mindset that like, I don't have to do what everybody else is doing all the time. I got to do what I want to do that keeps me happy. And sometimes, you know, like it gets hard because when you're in college, you kind of want to be, not saying that I came here wanting to be the quote-unquote it girl, but it's like you want to put yourself out there and, you know, have a whole lot of friends and know a lot of people and have a good time, which is good. And I still, you know, seek that, and I'm always seeking, you know, to meet new people. But I also realize that like your freshman year of college, it's a lot of people who are still very high school-ish, and you could get involved with people who still act very immature and very high school-ish when it's kind of time for everybody to start acting a little bit more grown. And I realized that in those kind of like situations where you meet people who are kind of childish, you have to kind of reassess certain relationships and friendships that you make and be like, I don't know if this is really going to be the godmother of my children 4 years from now, and I don't know if these people are going to always be in your life. And that's okay. If you meet somebody in college and you don't end up being their friend even 2 months into the semester, it's okay. people change and people are still evolving. I think that's why we're here. I mean, of course we're here to get our education. Where's my eyebrow pencil? Y'all, I lost my eyebrow. My eyebrow pencil. Like, of course we're here to get our education, but at the same time, we're also here to learn more about ourselves. And that's through the experiences that we face in college. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do my eyebrows when we get to that part. I don't know how I lost my eyebrow pencil. But yeah. As I was baking my face, what was I saying? I was talking about, like, the same people that you walk into college with, you might not walk out of college with. And that's okay. Because it's okay to grow, and it's okay to evolve, and it's okay to change. And I can say that just from being here, what is it, October? That I've changed and learned more about myself in the past 4 months than I've learned my 4 years of high school. Honestly, truly. And, yeah. So in terms of, like, I guess, back to securing the bag, what I would say is it's so important to remain focused. And sometimes, like, I myself, I think I'm a hypochondriac, and I, like, make myself stress situations more than I need to. And I'm learning that if I'm gonna be that kind of person, it's because I'm so, like, passionate about everything. Like, I can never half-step or half-ass anything. It's either I'm into it 100% or I'm not. And I just feel like that's a really good positive aspect about me. But at the same time, if I give that same kind of energy to the wrong people and wrong friendships and wrong relationships, it could be detrimental. So that's another key into securing the bag. Be careful about what bags you choose to secure. Don't go securing thinking that you need to be in a relationship bag, or like overexerting yourself into too many different like organizations, or putting too much on your plate just because you know it all will look good. You got to do what's best for you. And sometimes you have to grind on your own or get really low, be low key. You don't always have to be in the spotlight all the time. And then later on you'll realize that, like, doing what was best for you and letting your actions and everything speak for itself, you'll manifest way greater. And also a big part about securing the bag is having a good relationship with God. A lot of times, and like I said, this has to do with college, you could kind of feel like the vicinity around you is all that really matters. But you got to realize, like, your purpose of why you're here, and that you're not going to be in the same four walls for the rest of your life. You're going to have to have a life after this. And you're going to have to call on God and be like, okay, Lord, so I'm here now. I know this ain't going to last forever. So what do you need me to do? And why did you put me into this institution to grow me and to be able to do what you have to do for your future, basically? Because I feel like a lot of people, especially like your freshman year, and I'm not saying like don't live life and don't have a good time, but a lot of people get caught up and think that like you're going to be here for the next eternity of your life. And this is not going to last forever at all. So you got to secure your grades. You got to secure, you know, the good friendships. And let everything else that's kind of temporary, you got to let that go. You gotta let it go. And my roommate's laughing because she understands, right, Shayla?
Right.
Have you had to let things go?
Girl, I had to reevaluate.
You really have to reevaluate your life once you get to college.
Yep.
And realize that, you know, the same people that you walk in with, shoot. Secure the bag alert.
They may not even make it to the next week.
They might not even make it to the next week, honestly. And it's like, you know what? The cool thing about college is you have the chance to reinvent yourself over and over and over and over again until you get it right. Like, even myself, like, I didn't change from last week to this week. And I know a lot of people who've changed, who switch up. And it's not always negative. Like, shoot, ain't nobody working as hard to stay the same. Ever. And everybody can't go where God want to take you. And me and my roommate had watched this Tyler Perry video. And basically, you know, what Medea was saying was, if some people want to walk out your life, this is a part of securing the bag. Let them go. Don't get caught up in who you want a person to be. Okay? Let me say that again.
Say it again.
Don't get caught up in who you want a person to be. But recognize and acknowledge who they are and position them in your life accordingly. And another thing that you shouldn't do is take in the hurt. You gotta let the hurt go. And if you're gonna have a lot of energy, you know, and think about somebody and put a lot of, you know, emphasis on a person, when that person walks away, you're gonna be looking crazy, because it's like, okay, what do I do with all this time and energy and space? And, you know, keep yourself busy, keep yourself motivated. These are your years to be selfish. And I feel like now there's so much pressure to have this and have that and have this and be successful, but people grow and mature on their own time, and everybody's journey is different and unique to themselves. So focus on yourself, and to thine own self be true to you, be true to who you are. And the right people, my phone is blowing up today, honey. And the right people that's meant to come in your life and stay in your life, they're gonna come. And it's gonna come so, like, organically. Like, even I look at, like, a lot of people ask me and my roommate, like, how is our relationship so good? And, you know, how do you actually hang out with your roommate outside of your room? And it's not even like we have, like, a 5-step process of having a good, you know, relationship with your roommate. Some relationships just happen. And they occur organically. And if you ever feel like you have to, like, put a whole lot of pressure or put a whole lot of stress and put a whole lot of emphasis on building a good relationship with somebody, that may be God's way of telling you, hey, maybe this person doesn't belong in your life. If you gotta stress it to the extent where you stressed out trying to make it work with somebody, maybe, just maybe, it just wasn't meant to be. And you know what term I didn't understand before, Shayla?
What term?
That patience is a virtue.
Patience.
I never understood the term patience was a virtue. Like, I used to hear it all the time, but I didn't understand. And then it's like, once you get older and it's time for you to, like, let a lot of the BS go, and you try to, you know, work on what you will allow and what to accept, sometimes you can feel yourself kind of being, like, isolated and alone, waiting, just always waiting for, like, a good person to come into your life or something good to happen. But patience is a virtue. And while you're waiting for, whether it be a good friendship or whether it be a good job or whether it be you finally to get the GPA that you want or the relationship that you want, just patience. Let life happen, and let where you are in life right now be God's way. Be a way for you to listen to what God wants from you. Because if he's taking you through a situation, obviously it's for your good. He wants you to learn from it, and he wants you to grow from it. And that way, when those, like, final good friendships come around and good relationships come around, you'll be able to appreciate it, and you'll be able to hold on to them. Because a lot of times people really will put up with anything just so that way they don't feel alone. And that's not how you secure the bag. Because if somebody stresses me out even 10% of the time, they can't stick around. And that's all about knowing your worth and knowing your value. And that's the only way you're going to secure the bag. So, I hope this little spiel helps somebody out this week. I wonder how long did it take me to film this. I can beat my face in 15 minutes. And my roommate always says that I take forever. But child, I get to popping. You see how fast this took, y'all? I'm really hurt by my eyebrows right now. But, you know, can't be great at everything. You just can't. You just gotta have just patience. One day I'm gonna have the best eyebrows in the whole building. But until then, just patience. So yeah, please submit like different kinds of video requests or like different topics you want to hear. I really like doing like these little short spiel motivation seminars because I feel like maybe y'all are the only people that listen to me. And sometimes when I give advice on camera, it's the only way I'll take advice from anybody. Because what I always say is like experience is the best teacher. And if you're going through it, that means you're growing through it. You might not see when you plant a seed, and you don't even know that sometimes God is planting seeds for your life when you're going through a situation. And you don't see the seed after it's put in the dirt. You just kind of wait and see if it grows. But trust and believe me, when you plant a seed and that thing finally starts to sprout, you're going to be like, wow, you see what God was doing the whole time. And, you know, it's so important to have faith because the teacher is always quiet during the test.
Oh!
Secure the bag. Do what's best for you, what makes you happy. And sometimes you got to block numbers. Sometimes you got to lay low. Sometimes you just got to boss up and stun on their ass. Honestly. That's all you got to do. And trust and believe. Don't wait for acknowledgement from somebody else. And a lot of times people get caught up, especially in this generation, waiting for a retweet or waiting for some likes or waiting for somebody to view their story. Like, no. When I get on Snapchat, I watch my story 1,000 times a day. And I really don't even check to see, you know, who watches. And of course, you know, it's good when you see views and stuff like that, but that should never be your motivation for what you do. Always stay true to yourself. And the people that's meant to be there and who's meant to support you and the success and all of that, it's gonna come. You don't have to beg for it and ask for it from other people. Ever. Be on you, your own shit. And be about your own shit. And eventually, you'll see that you had it within you this whole time. Greatness is inside of you. But it's up to you to unlock it. And you shouldn't wait for validation from nobody else. You see? Look at that highlight. Jesus Christ. I look like a Tin Man. So yeah, y'all. What kind of lip should I do? I think I wanted to do the red one. This is Sin by MAC. It's one of my favorites. I probably should have used a lip liner, but you know, it's life. So like I said, y'all, we have homecoming next week. Shayla, you excited?
Girl, it's lit.
It's lit. You got your outfit, sis?
I'm getting this, sis.
She getting there. She getting them.
Let's wait on it. Let's wait on it.
So like I said, I'll be doing like a lookbook for homecoming next week. If y'all are interested in seeing my different outfits, because, you know, I'm trying to slay next week. You feel me? So yeah, guys, this is the end of my makeup look. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk and seeing me put this look together. I really like the way it turned out. Very fall. And I just have like this little bun thing. But I get my hair done on Tuesday. Yay. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The point of this whole video was to, one, showcase this look and to remind you guys to secure the bag. Let go of toxic energy, toxic relationships, stay focused, get on your grind. We're not getting any younger, you know, life is short. Do what makes you happy. And you don't owe anybody any apologies or any, you don't owe anybody anything. You know, do what's best for you at all times. And the good people, the good relationships, the good friendships, the good money, blessings, they will just start gravitating towards you when you get your vibe right, when you get your energy right. And then that way you'll secure the bag. So securing the bag is never, a lot of people think it's about work ethic. And yes, it is. Like, you have to work harder. But it's more about being consistent and being true to yourself and doing what makes you happy every day. And once you do those things, the bag's gonna come. Alright, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Shea, don't want to say bye? Where you at? Really?
Ew, it's dark.
I know, come here.
I'm trying to do my makeup, but
She's doing her makeup. Bye. Tell them to subscribe.
like, comment, thumbs up, subscribe.
Bye, guys.